I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different in my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, bend it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Follies, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be a broke, real, little rich. All in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with it. Don't blame me, oh, they just shame me. Had to get it, how I got it on my own 2 feet. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty soda, treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me with the school, yeah. Keep one, move, yeah. You my little baby boo, yeah. I love you like my favorite color blue.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback. Newton on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
To throw on second down is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Yeah, sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's Newton now on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too. For you.
I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here's Manning to throw. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. I mean, Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Manning now on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Manning on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
Manning to throw for it on fourth. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good, Rick.
Touchdown, Carolina! Ed Dixon, 65 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. For the New York Giants, as their offense comes back out there, last year 3-13, and that was off from just a year being a playoff team at 11-5. They were 31st in total points, 31st in overall defense, so a lot of changes need to take place.
They certainly do, and frankly, the 11-5 season masked the changes that are coming now because their numbers weren't that great in the 11-5 season. Somehow they found a way to win those key important games and accumulate a nice record. But you look at the underpinnings, and you'll see the cracks are already there, and they really got exposed in 2017. They'll hit the restart button and have a do-over.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On the run, Darquan. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. They'll run with Darquan. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Orleans Darquan, 29 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, it's Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Damon Harrison able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Here's Newton. Completes it to Dixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A good pickup there, a 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The Giants. And for how much Cam handles the football, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot, but coughed it up there.
And I know that a lot of people seeing that play, they immediately go back to the Super Bowl against Denver and Von Miller knocking it free from Cam. But I think you're exactly right. One of the underrated aspects of his game is fundamentally sound when he carries the football. Whether he's in the pocket or actually running it, he usually does a great job of taking care of it.
He'll have to shake that one off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Manning. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
first down. This is McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be
you tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. And it's caught. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Newton. That's caught at the 1. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dan's class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there at a big run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Rosas puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Throwing is Manning. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Newton on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll run again now with Darquan. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Darquan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Here's Darquan, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Manning going to throw. He finds Beckham complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
You know as well as I do, it's really important to get Odell Beckham Jr. involved early, and that's the first time that Eli Manning was able to find him, and we're in the 2nd half.
You think he and Eli maybe had some words on the sideline, hey, let's get on the same page?
Without a doubt, because they know that that kick starts their team, that gets them going, and now they have to do it again and again as we go down the stretch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Giants. Orleans Darquan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are in for 6. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the 2nd half. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get him started again occasionally.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will go for it. Now Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Thomas Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback 3rd and long. You really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just... Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
Manning looking to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Manning. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They run the counter now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Manning to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.